We're back with you live from the NASDAQ market site in New York City. Now, Iveda is a surveillance tech company focused on protecting communities with the help of artificial intelligence. When you take a look at what they are doing, their AI technology works with surveillance systems to help locate, track, and isolate threats in homes, in schools, and in hospitals. Now, the company also recently announcing plans to scale the development of smart cities across Egypt, as well as Europe, the Middle East, and Africa regions. Joining us now with more is the founder and CEO of Iveda. We have David Lee. David, it's good to see you here. So before we dive into, I guess, exactly where the technology can be used, tell us a little bit more about, one, how the technology works and what exactly you're able to detect with it.
Thank you, Shauna. Technology, just to describe it down to earth and grassroots, it's very simple. It leverages existing infrastructure, meaning if you have an existing camera, if you have an existing security sensor or alerting mechanism, the AI on the back end comes in and helps make sense of what these alerts used to mean. Before, when a camera had motion, that's all it was. And sensors in the past, I always related to old school Radio Shack sensors. You got an alert, big wow, you don't know what's going on. What the AI is doing is it's detecting now, ahead of time, everything that might be of interest to you, all in real time. And it makes sense of it, and it lets you know and focus on what really matters, not just, hey, I've got an alert.
How are you kind of marketing, selling the features that Iveda has? Is it surveillance or is it cybersecurity? And where are you seeing some of the users, the end users, really kind of latch on to the services that you do offer?
Great question. The marketing of the technology really is reliance on existing end users that have a greater need for systems they've already invested in. So leveraging partners throughout the world, we partner with service providers. These are your local telecoms, wireless companies, security providers, etc. And these are the guys that touch you and I in our homes. You know, they come in, install our security systems, they install our TVs, our cameras. Now they're leveraging Iveda AI's technology to enhance existing systems and infrastructure. So that's how we're growing globally, and it's easy for us to actually install and deploy because it's just that simple. It just sits right next to what you have now and enhances the application and services.
David, how do you best protect the data that you have access to as a result here of your technology, and I guess limit some of the risk associated with that, because people we know, obviously, and rightfully so, are very worried about some of their privacy concerns?
Donna, great question. I get that all the time. The good news is this. Iveda AI and other AI technology, I'm going to try to speak in favor of all here, is that cybersecurity is highly dependent on the local infrastructure, meaning if you're a school, you have your IT department. If you're a government agency, you have your IT department. What's great about our technology, we reside on premise with you. So we are behind everything that you're already protecting. So the data that we manage on your behalf, it's sitting in your house.
David, when we think of the success rate for what you've already been able to detect and through the services that you offer, I mean, some of the different areas where you serve into and applications of your technology are into things like campus security, or into things like school safety and security as well. What is the success rate that you've been able to see within those realms?
Well, based on just our experience alone, you know, we are seeing everything from out of country and in country, everything from municipal deployments to more local, let's say your 7-Elevens and school campuses. The good news is we are seeing great success. I don't want to answer it by percentages, but it's a high percentage, and it's in the high 90s. Why is that? It's the human experience. When we come in and help a customer, it is that customer that says, wow, we could have never done this because of lack of staff, lack of labor, lack of people, and the human can only do so much. And that's the greatest thing about AI, is that it enhances and acts as a force multiplier to what you and I are already able to do. And frankly, that's the benefit, and that's the so-called efficiency.
Dave, is this something that can be used in airports as well? I think that would be a great use case for a technology like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sean, it's of course, airports have the most advanced infrastructure in place. I'm talking about cameras, access control, elevators, everything involved in power and energy. This is immediately applicable to airports. And as a matter of fact, in Taoyuan International Airport in Taipei, Taiwan, Iveda is already there. And we didn't just come in and bring heavy artillery. We came in and use and leverage existing infrastructure, their cameras, their power meters, their sensors they already have, and it's the AI application behind the scenes that starts communicating, making sense of it all, and then alerting on the anomalies that take place. Where humans in the past had to watch with our eyes, had to hear and make out what the alerts mean. So, yeah, definitely. Wonderful application.
David, we're taking a look at the stock as well here, and I mean it's been a rough go over the past kind of year. If you can look at the delisting notice that the company received, where have you kind of shifted gears? Where have you acknowledged that something needs to change more drastically and more quickly to make sure that investors are seeing the true appreciation of everything that should be factored into the share price?
Ryan, this is the tough part of being a public company. And yes, we believe and we understand that for shareholders are looking for the strength in the stock price. But what's happening now is the company is staying fully focused on executing within the operation. Our global customers, we have to deliver. And we're so busy and excitingly delivering right now in all regions of the world, and where our partners around the world are excited for us and with us. And that's the type of energy, passion, and pace that our shareholders don't always get to see. So thank you for asking that question. We're maintaining our trajectory. And yes, I understand as a public company, it's going to happen. Revenue is going to be showing. When it shows is based on when the government and municipalities and our enterprise customers take action with us. So it's inevitable that it's going to be a great success. So I'm excitedly, I'm busy working every morning. My team is happy. Yeah, man, it's good times. And yes, as a public company, it's that double-edged sword. You got to face it. But I'm keeping focused. The company's focused, and we're looking forward to great success.
Yeah, the type of chop that can be seen during volatile moments as a publicly traded company, not for the weak stomachs out there. David Lee, Iveda founder and CEO. David, thanks so much